I'll stop.
All right.
Okay, so anyway, let's go to the next slide.
All right, next slide.
This is from a well-known bike shop. This is for $39.99. We know and love this license plate bracket. It decided that it wanted to be on the Road King. So let's go to the next slide.
Next.
We decided to use this. And there it is with the little red glowing nipple lights, which
I like that part.
All of them.
I like that part.
And they're cool for $7.49.
The red nipple
That's
thing,
a lot of light-up
I'm
nipple.
all over that.
You're all over that.
The red nipple thing?
The nipple
oh,
lights.
yeah. You have no idea. You have no idea.
Ding! Ding. Okay,
yeah.
so we're
Right,
going to put
next.
those. We're slumming tonight, man.
I mean, it's getting
Cheers,
filthy.
buddy.
I love it. Absolutely. Next one.
Next slide there. So anyway, this is what the cost of the whole project was: $749 times 4 is $29.76, and the 29th this $69.95. I don't know. That's what it costs. So anyway, there you go. I think I spent about $70. Go ahead to the next one. And I pulled the plate off, and I had these groovy Maltese Cross license plate brackets that I also bought at Pep Boys, because basically all you got to do is paint a Maltese Cross on it, and I'll buy it. So, they got me on that side.
Well, we know that.
So we know that problem. But go ahead, let's go to the next one there. And there we have the part that grew in value. This was at a motorcycle dealership that will remain unnamed. And what happened with these guys is I picked this part up. It was $39.95. I took it to the counter, and the guy goes, "No, it's $49.95." I said, "Brother, how did it gain $10 in value from when I picked it off to the shelf till it got over here?" He says, "Well, that's the new pricing." I said, "I like to pay the old pricing." He said, "No."
Was it marked as it hung on the wall?
It was marked $39.95.
Did you hold him to it?
No, he made me pay $49.95 for it.
I'd
He
have
says,
thrown-
"I got to
I'd have
charge you
thrown it- I'd have thrown
$49.95."
the
It's
damn
what the
thing
book
on the-
says, $49.95. There's nothing I can do. I don't make the rules. You either pay $49.95 or I can't give it to you. I'm like,
Bye.
well, I
Sorry,
wanted to
pal.
get this project
I
done.
don't play those
I
kind
know.
of games. You know what that is?
Next.
You know what this is?
Oh, it's a shit
You
rag.
know
Here
what
it
this
comes.
is? Now, what? You got to give it up. Name names.
Here
Name
we go.
names.
Huh?
Who was it?
Who was it?
Name names.
It was a well-known motorcycle dealership in Denver that sells Harleys that's not Freedom.
Well, now that narrows it down. Thanks for the bulletin on that one. How am I supposed to throw a bullshit flag if I don't know who it was?
Well, I'll tell you. It was our buddies down at Rocky Mountain Harley Davidson.
Rocky Mountain Harley Davidson. Vinny the Blade Terranova.
He raised the price as he
raised
walked
the price.
across
$10 as you walked up to the register. Is
That's
that right?
right.
You know what this is,
Oh,
guys?
here it goes. Here it goes.
At Rocky Mountain. You know what this is right here? Huh?
Oh.
This is the bullshit flag, Vinny. $10, you're going to raise the price on a guy, not going to give him a break when you didn't have the balls to go market for the right price and the way it was supposed to be. You're bullshit.
Oh, he missed the cameraman. Oh, but there's the rag. There we go.
There it is.
You hit some of
The dreaded bullshit rag.
bullshit. You left one of those in my office. It smells bad, man. What did you do on that thing, man? I'm serious. That was in my
That's
office.
it.
Like, what the heck?
That's the one. I got another one right here.
Oh, good. Okay, we'll keep it.
I have an unlimited supply of bullshit rags.
All right. Well, that's good.
Now, this one has some interesting stains on this side.
Well, bring the camera in here. Can we get the camera? Let's get close on
let's
this
get
here,
tight
too.
on this
Let's
here.
analyze these stains.
Get tight on this one right
on
here.
the bullshit rag here.
See,
What do
we got some carburetor cleaner there.
That's carb cleaner there. I see that.
Down below here we got some grease.
What's that white stuff there, Trash?
yeah,
Kind of
well, we don't have to
flaky
get into that, do we?
There's some
Do we
bad
need to get into the
stuff
white
there.
stuff thing?
What's the white stuff?
well,
Trash?
we're not getting into that.
There's some oil.
Now, we'll
on
turn
there.
it over
Is
here.
that like grease or
See
is that
this
like
side,
lube of
it's
another
grease,
dimension? What
it's
the hell
all right.
is that?
I carry one of these
don't know.
with me at all times. You never
Okay.
know when you might have to check somebody's oil.
You're right. Yeah. Speaking, we got a great thing about checking the oil.
Quart low and dirty. That's what I told her. Never mind.
What do
I
you
knew
do?
this dusky gal in Bangkok.
You what?
You know, shit, quart low and dirty. Well, all right, next shot on
Next slide. Okay. So my motorcycle dealer that I won't tell you told me that there's no such thing as a clamp that fits around the little bars on a Road King. So basically, I went to the hardware store and bought this little does not exist clamp for $1.98. Doesn't exist, but I bought it. That's why it's a mystery thing, because it is a mystery part
The
that doesn't
mystery clamp
exist.
that doesn't exist.
Go ahead, onward
There it
and
is.
forward. So then I bolted that onto the back, changed the slide. They're still laughing out there. So anyway, you can look underneath. This is an underneath shot of the rack, and then I bolted these things up and bent them over and blah, blah, blah.
That's
Next
a good
slide.
perspective. I like looking up at
Up
the rack.
and under the rack.
I like that.
You like an under
that's
the
a
rack
nice,
shot?
Absolutely.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Good. Well, so then I got, anyway, go to the next slide.
I
So
knew a
look,
girl
I got
in
him.
Longapost City. Go ahead.
Look, I got them, man. There they are. There's the little, not,
There they
not
are.
the nipple lights, but those are my little truck stop lights.
Right.
And there they are, mounted
all
on
mounted
these
up.
little things underneath there. Now, go ahead to the next slide.
Wire going a little.
And then I took this
Whoa.
bracket right here. Here's a bracket sitting in a vise. Go to the next slide. And then I bent it over like that. Hand, beaten angle to all you guys out there.
I like this
in
bend
the,
over. Bend it over.
in all you guys out there in the chat room, there's a hand beaten angle. So there you go. Next.
After he bent it over.
Next, and there we have the trucker style Road King.
There you
now,
have it.
let me tell you what I did. Keep going on this here. Go to the next one. We can please. Okay, so there's a look at it. Go to the next one. We're starting to get a real feel for this. So now I took off the tail light at the actual tail light there because it has that clear spot that illuminates the license plate that's no longer there. So I
Right.
got to fix that. Go to the next one. So I took some of that tape. And I put that tape that people use to fix their busted out,
Did you buy that at the Checker store in on North Federal?
Yeah, I did.
All right, I thought
did.
so.
Yeah, it's like $1.98 for a 29-foot roll.
Oh, yeah.
So I put that on there. Go ahead. No more light plate type.
Everybody
And then I
shop
started
at
working
North
with the
Denver.
little nipple lights here and putting them in the frame. But you can see almost there they don't fit quite in the hole. So I had to waller out the holes.
Yeah,
I got the
drill it
drill
out.
in there.
Yeah.
And did that thing. Go ahead next. So, and then I realized that the whole thing
washer.
didn't fit together because I had mistakenly left these washers on the plate, so the whole thing wouldn't sandwich together once I had it all together. So I had to take it all apart again and then pop these washers off, which were kind of embedded into the paint. Go to the next because it's kind of rubbery, So there it is,
There's
all
the
put
nipple
together.
lights.
It's all the nipple light is put together.
I
Go
like
to the
the
next.
nipple
Go to
lights.
the
I
next
gotta get
slide.
some
there.
nipple lights on
and
my
then
top.
and then anyway, there it is. There's where the position of the nipple light is. With
Ding.
the nipples pointing rearward,
Ooh.
and rearward nipples must do something for
I
you.
had a girl like that once.
You had a girl. Was she twisted
Next,
around? Okay,
next shot.
Go to the next. So anyway, there's the job done. Now wait till you see this with the effects of
Now, this
Photoshop.
liver quivering
Wait,
thing coming
here
up.
we go. Here we go.
Hold
Go
on
ahead to
your
the
ass
next
for
one.
this.
Go ahead to
You
the
ready?
next one.
Here
Go
it
ahead.
comes.
Whoa, look at that. It's my phony light up. See, I got the lights to light up in Photoshop, kind of. They don't look really.
Kind of.
They look better than that live. Go ahead to the next one. And I took these this morning because I realized I'd taken all those at night. But that's what it looks like in the daylight. And when you step on the brake, man, all those little lights there, those trucker lights. Go to the next one. Are hooked up to the
Look at
brake
that.
lights.
Now, look at that.
So man, when you step on the brake, man, that thing just lights right up. Go to the next one. And there's a side view for all you got. Look at that nice wiring job to me. You
That's
barely see a
perfect.
wire. That's expert. Go to the next one, please. And there's the inside wiring job. You can see I've got a great, I got it all tied in there. It's all nice. And unfortunately, I use one of those little wire pinchers.
Is that
kind
under
of
the
things.
seat?
Yeah, it's under the seat.
Thank God.
So I think it'll be okay. Go to the next one and final slide of the fabulous Mystery Lighting Road King affair. Go to the next one. This is it, guys.
Next. There it
That's
is.
the last view of that thing, and I will bring in some more photos when I get the license plate lights working, and then you'll give me a liver quivering humble pie piece of
raisin pie.
piece of raisin pie,
I
yeah.
want some video of those lights in operation. That's what I want to see.
Oh, okay. I like this guy say here, trash lights. We got some people in the
got the chat room going on,
In the
folks.
chat room, we got Kathy Congan says, "Can the battery handle all those lights?" And I says, "Damn, definitely not a LaForge job," is what somebody wrote.
Whoa! Somebody took a beating on that one.
Somebody's been
Who
there.
wrote that? Did Kathy Congan write
Kathy
that?
Congan write that,
boy.
and then she says, "Oh shit," because I don't think they thought we were going to say it on the air.
Oh,
but
don't worry about it.
Sorry about that.
Hey, darling,
I mean,
if it's the truth, it's the truth. And we here at Kickstart TV are all about the truth. This is a program of rigorous honesty at all times.
Oh, wait a minute. Wendy says, "Those ugly ass nipple lights better not be on my Road King."
Oh, you're in it now, Warren.
Oh,
I can't stand it.
Oh, my God.
That's great.
God.
Wendy, darling, I love you more than ever. Your stock just went up about 10 points in my book because you just hammered the boy on global television here. It's a wonderful thing.
Sorry, honey. I'll take the nipple lights.
Oh,
off.
don't do
Blood
that.
beer.
Oh, I can't stand it. If it means anything to you, Wendy, I got to tell you, I'm in on the red nipple
So,
lights.
do you like the red nipple lights or no?
Oh, I like the nipple lights. That's
He
my
likes-
favorite
he
part of
likes
the whole
nipple
thing
lights.
is the
He
nipples.
digs them. So
I like the
anyway,
nipple thing.
Anyway, the battery can handle all those lights because the lights that are underneath the rack are on the brake lights, so they're only on momentarily.
Right.
And I used a 15 amp fuse on them, so if there's any shortage problems, it'll poof the fuse,
Yeah, and then,
I'm still good.
then I'll follow you home.
Yeah, that's right.
Right.
Like you normally do.
So the battery will handle it, but if you got a 38 amp alternator,
No, I got it. Whatever came with it. Yeah, it's
Okay.
38. It's
All right.
38.
All right,
That's what
that's
came with
fine.
it.
You don't want to kill your battery because we know what happens when that is the case, don't we?
Yeah.
You know where you end up.
Where do you end up?
8 miles north of Mexican Hat, Utah, in the desert, all by yourself.
Now, one of the